You're gonna be shocked with how easy this best 5-minute scalping strategy truly is. It all starts with a box, okay? Not my Rolex box. We map out the price high and the price low of the previous day and we box that in. Then, during our next trading session, we're buying from the lows and selling from the highs. And I've already backtested this to a crazy 85.15% win rate using 3 advanced entry models: supply and demand, smart money concepts, and open range breakouts. Now, I don't promise or guarantee any future results, but if you watch the entire video, I have 5 hidden codes that'll get you free access to my VIP trading room, so smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's win some trades. Now let's break this into 3 simple steps. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. I'm looking at yesterday's Bitcoin chart, so I'm not cherry picking a chart, and I'm just using one indicator here on TradingView. Just type adjustable day markers, and I'm marking out the high and the low of the previous day. This was the highest price, this was the lowest price. So I'm just gonna put a line at the top and a line at the bottom, and I'm just gonna box that price in from the beginning of the day to the end of the day right here. So now we move into the trading session, right? We watch the price play out as we move into this next day right here. And you can see this bottom level is acting as a magnet as price comes all the way back down to the bottom. Now you can see the price is cascading down here, and normally what does that mean? Well, that means traders are looking for short positions, right? They want to trade with the trend, so they do something like this. They're gonna go short, right? But if we play that out, you can see it actually goes in the opposite direction and smashes your stop loss. Now, that's because the bottom of the box right here is where you have the highest concentration of buyers, and the top of the box right here is where you have the highest concentration of sellers, making the bottom of the box act as a support and the top of the box act as a resistance. So rule number 1, don't buy at the top, and rule number 2, don't sell at the bottom. This brings us to step 2, and let's look at step 2 on a Forex pair, the Euro Great Britain Pound. And step 2 is, when you get to the bottom of the box, you want to place buy trades, not sell trades. As you can see right here, we have a buy trade. It goes all the way up, smashes our take profit. And on another Forex pair here, the Euro Canadian dollar, we're watching the price and we're waiting for that price to come to the top of the box. And when the price does come to the top of the box, we are looking to go short. We want to sell from the top of the box, right? That's what we want to do. And when we sell from the top of the box, the price goes down and inevitably smashes our take profit. Now, as we come to another major Forex pair, the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, another important rule, you want to draw a line in the middle of the box. This is what we call the no trade line, as price moves up and then down and then moves up all the way again. You say, what the hell is really going on right here? Well, we have no confluence at the middle of the line to tell us, is that price gonna go down like it did? Is that price gonna go up like it did? But when the price is near the bottom right here, we have the area of support to help push the price up. And when the price is at the top, like it is right here, we have that resistance to push the price down. So do not trade when price is at that midline. Only trade if price is at the bottom or price is at the top. Now, we also need reasons to get into these trades, which brings us to step number 3. We're not just going to sell here for no reason. We need an entry model. We can enter at supply and demand zones, inverse fair value gaps, open range breakouts, and I used all of these when back testing my win rate to 85.15% using this 5-minute scalping strategy. So now I'm going to back test it in front of you for a full week to show you exactly how strong this is with each of my incredible trading entry models. All right, let's put a counter on the screen with $0 and see how much we can make back testing using this exact strategy this week. So we have our high right here, and we have our low right here. Let's mark those up quickly, drag our box onto the screen, slide this over, and let's see if we could start to get some trading opportunities. So price was up here, would have been a good place to sell, but I didn't see an entry model. But now we are near the bottom of the range, and I do have a fair value gap right here. And I'm looking to see if price can break through that level to use that as an inverse. So you could see we just broke through that level. We're starting to use that as an inverse fair value gap. So I'm expecting this price to hold based on smart money concepts. So let's go long here from our IFVG. And there's another fair value gap right there. We can try and target that as our exit plan. Gives us a risk reward ratio of about 1 to 2. I'll put my stop loss just below the level here. So that's about 1.8. All right, so set our take profit all the way up. Here we can make about $950. And let's go ahead and play that position out. You could see here we reacted really well off of that inverse fair value gap and smashed our take profit, banking us $951 on day one. Now it's day two. Let's mark our high. Let's mark our low. Draw a line from there, a line from here, and let's box this bad boy in right here. Slide it over, and let's see if we could find a trading opportunity. So we're at the bottom right now, and we're just looking for a reason to get into a trading position. Let's zoom in a little bit and see what we can see here. Well, we just had a really nice push up. This created a level of demand on the red candle before the huge push up of 1, 2, 3 green candles in a row with a big fair value gap right there and the break of previous structure right here. So we have a demand zone setup right here. We're waiting for price to come back to our level right there. Stop loss below these wicks. And we're targeting about 3.7 risk reward on this one. It's about 17 pips, so it's very much in line. Just kind of targeting this past consolidation right up here. So let's zoom in here. Let's place our buy trade right here. Our take profit all the way at the top here could get us $2,500. And let's go ahead and play this position out. Perfect reaction off of the demand zone. If you don't know supply and demand, watch some of my videos on that. They're all on this channel, and we smash our take profit. On this trade, banking $2,535. Let's add that to our tally and get into day three. Okay, so it's day three. We could see our high here. We could see our low right there. I've already got that low marked up. Let's get the high marked up. Let's box that price in like we always do. And now let's go ahead and look for trading opportunities. Now, right now, we're not really seeing very much. And we're just looking for different entry models here. Maybe looking for our Lux Algo Orb. Let's see what type of setup we can get today. Now, the price isn't exactly coming to the bottom here, but we do have a nice looking range right here. You could see the range top and the range bottom. I've got many videos on this entry model as well. And on this entry model, what I'm looking for is the price to break out the top or the bottom. And you can see we got a close out the bottom right there. So generally what I'm looking for is an area to re-enter the trading position, something like this, maybe a level of supply right here that is actually within my orb. So let's go ahead and play that out. You can see I tapped into my level right there. All right, so we're in position right now. Let's do a sell trade from right here. Let's do our take profit right there for about $1,300. And then let's play out this trading position. We got a good reaction right here. And you can see here, we're kind of stuck in the middle. Looks like we're going to have to expand this trade out a little bit and see what happens here. You can see we're kind of just stuck in the middle. We're kind of ranging. We're not really getting the reaction we want right here. Hopefully this thing can push down. Let's continue to play this out. Now we are in profit right now, which is good to see. But man, now we are negative again, and we're just stuck in the middle on this trade. Let's continue to play this out. Can we get our stop loss? Can we get our take profit? Backtesting isn't always fun, folks. Oh man, I don't know which way. And there we go. So we actually lost this trade after all of that time. But it's pretty clear I made some mistakes here. You know, I decided to trade the orb. But if we come back over here, look where we took the trade. Right in that midline right there. And what did I say about the midline? Do not trade the midlines. So on this trade, I lost $615. Let's take that away from my results. And let's go into the last day, Friday, see if we can make it back. So first, let's mark out the high right here, the low right there. Alt-H on your keyboard to draw these lines. We're gonna box this baby up like this right here. And then we're waiting for price to come to the top, or we're waiting for price to come to the bottom, and we're waiting for an entry model. And I think I just spotted one. Now, we're not all the way at the bottom right here, but we are close enough to the bottom right here, especially when you see such an incredible level of demand being formed right here. Let's zoom in. We have the fair value gap right here, another fair value gap right here, a perfect break of structure right here. So I want to go long off of this demand zone right here. So set my little entry mark right here, and we wait for price to get back to our zone where we could get a trade opportunity. So price just tapped and closed into our zone. So now we know we can buy, take that take profit, put it all the way up here for about $1,170. What am I targeting? This fair value gap we have over here is what I'm targeting. A good draw on price. On this one, I put my stop loss below these wicks here instead of below the zone right here. But you easily could do that right there to keep it safe if you want, and then play the trade out. And you know how demand goes. We smashed our take profit right there for a gain of about $1,500. Add that to the tally, and let's go add it all up. Now, before I get into the final results, if you're wondering where I trade with the AAAFX brokerage. The spreads are low, commissions are low. They run on the MetaTrader platform. It's my favorite broker that I'm using right now, and registration is absolutely free, so click the link in the description. And now let's get into those final results. So for our final results, on Monday we didn't trade, so it was $0. That's just because it's hard to get a box from the previous week. Then on Tuesday, we banked $951. On Wednesday, $2,535. Sadly, on Thursday, I didn't even follow my own rules, losing $615. But on Friday, I made it back with a big win of $1,170. I hope this 5-minute scalping strategy helps you with your trading. Buy from the bottom of the box, sell from the top. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Like the video, join my VIP trading room. Right now, we're on a 6-trade win streak. Consider watching this video right here, or definitely watch this video right here, and I'll be back next week. Much love.